In Part 1, we explored how Baek Ah-jin's intelligence, trauma, and ambition shaped her into a woman who is feared rather than loved. But Part 2 asks a deeper question. What does a life built on control actually cost? Because power does not come without consequences, especially when it replaces safety, love, and identity. Control as a trauma response. Psychologists like Judith Herman in Trauma and Recovery explain that people who grow up in unsafe emotional environments often develop one core belief: if I don't control the situation, I will be destroyed by it. Baek Ah-jin does not seek control because she enjoys dominance. She seeks it because, at some point in her life, control became synonymous with survival. Her emotional intelligence, her ability to read people, predict reactions, and manipulate outcomes, mirrors what trauma researchers call hypervigilance. This is not a gift. It is a nervous system trained to never relax. What looks like calm calculation is actually a constant internal alert system. Why power never feels like enough? According to research on power and insecurity, notably discussed in works by Brené Brown and Alice Miller, people who build their self-worth on external control experience a paradox. The more power they gain, the more terrified they become of losing it. Baek Ah-jin's authority is fragile because it is rooted in fear, not trust. Fear demands maintenance. It must be reinforced, refreshed, and defended. This explains why she cannot stop manipulating, testing, and dominating even when she has already won. Power does not calm her. It keeps her awake. Attachment theory and her fear of love. Attachment theory offers one of the clearest lenses to understand Baek Ah-jin. Her behavior aligns strongly with disorganized attachment, a pattern described in psychological literature as forming when a caregiver is both a source of comfort and threat. People with this attachment style crave intimacy but panic when it appears. That is why Baek Ah-jin pushes people away when they get close, confuses control with care, hurts first to avoid being hurt later. Love, for her, feels unpredictable, and unpredictability feels dangerous. When identity is built on survival. In The Body Keeps the Score, Bessel van der Kolk explains that unresolved trauma can freeze a person in survival mode long after the danger is gone. Baek Ah-jin does not know who she is outside of being intelligent, untouchable, one step ahead. Her identity is not who she is, but what protects her. This is why vulnerability feels like annihilation, not growth. If she lets go of control, who is she without it? The loneliness of the unbreakable woman. Society often romanticizes emotionally impenetrable women as strong, admirable, and powerful. But psychology tells a different story. People who appear unbreakable are often unapproachable, unknowable, emotionally isolated. Baek Ah-jin is surrounded by people, yet deeply alone, not because no one wants her, but because no one can reach her. And over time, people stop trying. Can someone like Baek Ah-jin heal? Healing, according to trauma psychology, does not begin with strength. It begins with surrender. And that is the one thing Baek Ah-jin has never learned. To heal, she would have to admit that control did not save her, accept that power cannot erase pain, risk being seen without armor. For someone whose entire identity is built on never needing anyone, this is the most terrifying challenge of all. The real tragedy of Baek Ah-jin. Baek Ah-jin is not tragic because she is cruel. She is tragic because she is brilliant, capable, and emotionally imprisoned. Her greatest flaw is not manipulation. It is believing that love must be managed, not trusted. And her greatest fear is not failure, but the possibility that even after all her success, she may still feel unsafe. Baek Ah-jin represents a painful truth, supported by psychology again and again. Intelligence without healing becomes a weapon. Control without love becomes isolation. And survival without reflection becomes a life that looks powerful, but feels empty. True strength is not mastery over others. It is mastery over the fear that once controlled you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this psychological analysis, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel for more character studies and trauma-based insights. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to read them.